Okay, well, first, what year were you born in?
1971.
1971. Okay, what kind of technology was normal for people to have in their homes when you were a kid?
When I was a kid. Well, TVs and like one dial telephone that was on the wall
With the cords.
with the long cord that you had
Yeah.
to stretch into every single room. And if you wanted to talk to your boyfriend on the phone, you had to stretch the cord into your bedroom and
Did you
shut
do
the
that?
door. Yes, I did.
Alright,
And that's like when I was in like 8th grade or whatever.
okay. And then, when you were my age, what was the newest technology you can remember, like, was just coming out?
Probably like, I can't remember specifically, like 15. Like microwaves were pretty new, and VCRs.
Did you get those in your house?
Yeah, we got a microwave, we got a VCR. I remember my uncle had a car phone. Like it was in a big briefcase. It was huge, like this.
What's that? Like a phone that you put, like the
Like a
truck
cell
sound?
phone type thing.
Oh,
But-
okay.
But it was huge. Like you needed this big, huge briefcase, and then you would put it in your car, and you had to plug it into your car lighter, and
That's weird.
yeah.
Okay, how old were you when cell phones became like a normal thing that people would have? Or
Like in my 20s, 25-ish.
20s?
Yeah.
And then, was that when you got your first cell phone?
In my 20s,
Yeah.
when I lived in
What
Grand Rapids.
kind of like phone was it?
It was like this fat, pretty big, and it was purple. And the battery was like really big, and it was real heavy. And it just had a dial number pad on it. And you
where
couldn't
did
text or anything. You could just call people.
Where did you put it?
In my purse.
Was it like having a brick in your purse?
Yes, it was like having a brick in your purse.
Okay. How much have like the norms of technology being in people's lives changed since you were a kid?
Immensely. I mean,
Yeah.
email, texting, Snapchat, all of that stuff is pretty new. I mean, for me, I
Yeah.
guess. And it changes because you can communicate with people instantly. And most people just text now back and forth instead of calling on the phone. And I think it's made life much more fast-paced
Yeah.
and stressful.
How different do you think your life would be if at my age or like around my age you had the same technology that I have?
Well, it would have been cool to communicate with my friends, like on social media and, have all that kind of stuff. But I would not have liked my parents knowing where I'm at all the time.
Well, you don't have to do
What else would have been different? Just like from a mother's standpoint, I know like I'm not as worried when I know where my kids are, and I can imagine my mom was really worried because she wouldn't know where I was. I just have to say, okay, I'm going to be home at midnight, and then she wouldn't know where I was. And she had no way to get a hold of me if there was an emergency or anything, so.
Yeah, that would be nice. What is your favorite, like, new technology thing that you've gotten throughout your life?
My favorite thing?
Yeah, like the thing that you think you've helped you the most, or you just like
Probably
enjoy?
my phone, my iPhone.
Okay, and then how old were you when, like, the internet and, like, computers being able to search up stuff was a thing that you could do?
I don't remember. I mean, I always used a computer at work, and there was email. So that was in my 20s. We emailed a lot.
Like, as a kid in school, did you ever use the internet?
No, not the internet. We had computers, like in a computer lab that we would use, but would take like a basic programming class, and we'd learn like basic language. It was called, that's the name of the computer language. And then it was
Was that just, like, typing?
no, you would like write a program to do something. Like you write a short like computer language, and you'd make the computer like calculate something or do something specific.
So,
can't really remember. That's all I
Yeah,
remember because I was in like 11th grade then.
Yeah. And
But-
then,
The internet,
like Google and stuff.
that became more prevalent like in my later 20s, I think.
Right. And how has that affected your life?
It just makes every bit of information more accessible, like so easy to look things up, any information you need. So you don't need like the library, you don't need encyclopedias, you don't need dictionaries, like all these books that we had before to look up things. And I'm a tax accountant, so I need to research the tax law, and there's an online tax law service that I log into, and I can get any code section, regulation, court case, anything I need at the tip of my fingers really fast. So it's amazing.
Do you think you would have liked high school better if you had like the same technology I have right now? Or did you?
No.
No.
I don't think it would have made a difference. I would have probably liked high school the same. Like, it would have just been the same.
Alright, well, cool.
Thank you. Oh, dog bark.